Alright, let's talk about something that's been making waves in British Columbia, and honestly, it's about time. BC has just rolled out some major changes to consumer protection laws, and if you've ever felt like you're being nickel-and-dimed by subscriptions or pressured into buying something you didn't want, this is for you. But here's the thing, this isn't just about fixing small annoyances, it's about addressing a much bigger issue in how businesses treat consumers. Let me break it down. First off, let's talk about those auto-renewal charges that seem to pop up out of nowhere. You know the ones, you sign up for a free trial, forget to cancel, and suddenly you're paying for a service you don't even use. Personally, I think this has been one of the most frustrating aspects of modern consumerism. It's not just about the money, it's about the lack of transparency and control. And BC is finally stepping in. As of August 1st, businesses can't just automatically renew your subscription without giving you a heads up. What makes this really interesting is that it shifts the power back to the consumer. You can cancel anytime, no questions asked, no hidden fees. It's a small change, but it's huge in terms of what it implies. Companies can't rely on forgetfulness or confusion to keep your money anymore. Now, let's dive into the door-to-door sales ban for certain products. This one's particularly fascinating because it targets a practice that's been around for decades but has become increasingly predatory. Think about it, someone shows up at your door, pressures you into buying an air conditioner or furnace, and before you know it, you're locked into a contract you didn't fully understand. What many people don't realize is that these sales often come with high-interest loans or complicated terms that trap you. BC is banning this for specific household items, and they're also prohibiting companies from offering credit as part of these sales. From my perspective, this is a direct response to the rise of predatory tactics in direct sales. It's not just about protecting wallets, it's about protecting people from being manipulated in their own homes. One thing that immediately stands out is the story of Hannah Wahlberg, a consumer in Vancouver who got stuck in a subscription for gum, yes, gum. She was charged for another order before the first one even arrived, and getting a refund was a nightmare. This isn't just a one-off story, it's a symptom of a larger problem. What this really suggests is that these new rules are long overdue. They're not just about stopping surprise charges, they're about restoring trust in the marketplace. If you take a step back and think about it, these changes are part of a broader trend where governments are finally catching up to the realities of modern consumerism. But here's where it gets even more interesting, BC isn't stopping here. By 2027, they're planning to introduce even more protections, including free monthly access to credit reports and tools to prevent credit fraud. Personally, I think this is a game changer. Identity theft and credit fraud are some of the most stressful issues consumers face, and giving people more control over their financial information is a big deal. What makes this really stand out is that it's not just reactive, it's proactive. It's about empowering people to protect themselves before something goes wrong. So, what's the bigger picture here? In my opinion, these changes are a reflection of how consumer rights are evolving in the digital age. Subscriptions, direct sales, and online shopping have created new ways for businesses to exploit consumers, and laws haven't always kept up. BC is setting a precedent that other regions might follow. But it also raises a deeper question. Why did it take so long? Why did consumers have to deal with these issues for years before government stepped in? It's a reminder that while these changes are great, there's still a lot of work to be done to ensure fair practices everywhere. Before I wrap this up, let me leave you with this thought. As consumers, we often feel powerless against big corporations. But these changes in BC show that when enough people speak up, things can change. So, the next time you're dealing with a shady subscription or a pushy salesperson, remember that you're not alone, and maybe, just maybe, there's a way to fight back. What do you think about these changes? Are they enough, or is there more that needs to be done? Let me know in the comments below.